Hey everyone, Kathleen here. How's it going? I'm hoping this live stream is working well. Um, all right. Kathleen Carroll Mason here. If you're new to the group or the YouTube channel, I want to welcome you in. And I wanted to draw some spirit animal cards today and dive into what's going on there and what messages are coming through. First, quick announcement. Mastering Animal Communication starts up next week with a live call on June 4th. This is for those of you who want to connect more deeply with your animals, whether they're alive or in spirit. Hone your intuition, trust the messages with a step by step process and powerful guided meditations that take you deep into your intuition for confidence, for clarity, for belief and trust. Um, and there's a Facebook group for Q&A as well. So I wanted to throw that out there because this was a course that I originally launched a few years ago, got amazing feedback on it, and wanted to put it out there again. And before the price goes up, I wanted to put the link out there to share with you all. So check it out. Check out the testimonials. It's been a really good course for people to help them go into their intuition. As a clinical hypnotherapist, I know how to take people deep, and that's what you need to do. So let's get moving with some spirit animal messages. And I'm just going to intuitively draw some cards. Okay. We're starting out here with the spider spirit. Don't get scared now, but I love purple. If you ever know me and look at my website, there's purple here and there. Um, Spider spirit, and it's about, it's weaving our dreams. Have you been sitting on the sidelines, waiting, thinking, maybe not feeling good enough for whatever that dream is? It's time to dive deep into what is that dream and start weaving it. Um, Life is short. This Michael biography came out. I'm in my 60s and was looking at, okay, Michael was 50 and Lisa Marie, I think, was 54 or something. And the older you get, you realize more and more how short life is. So if you've been sitting on the sidelines with a dream buried in your heart, the spider spirit is saying to you, now's the time to make your dreams a reality. Start weaving. Take one step at a time. And if you feel like, well, um, I'm behind the times, it's never too late. Take one step at a time. And when you do, another year is going to go by, whether you go after your dream or not. So do start waving that dream of yours that's been waiting, that's been on the sidelines. And know that you are a powerful spiritual being with dignity, direction, and purpose. You are here for a purpose. We're all here for that. We're all powerful down in our heart and soul. So know that, believe it, believe in yourself. It's time to really, you know, sit down and start writing affirmations about yourself. I have a bracelet and I'm at home and I'm not wearing all my jewelry, but I wear it pretty much every day and it says I am enough. And I had someone make it for me because I just wanted that on there. I am enough. Because there's been questions in my life about that. In fact, oh gosh, several years ago, I tried to go live. I would choke up. I couldn't put my messages out there because I felt inadequate. I was in a narcissistic relationship, so I was being gaslighted and told that I was not good enough, So don't listen to anybody else. Listen to your heart. Get out of your head and into your heart. Don't analyze this. Really feel into it. What excites you? What really gets you feeling good about whatever that dream is that you've, you know, put on the shelf. So let's see what else comes through now that we have the spider. Ah. This goes hand in hand, okay? And part of, we have the confidence and the belief in ourselves, but we've got the badger here. And it's about being fearless and bold. So that's the other piece, right? Or the next piece. When I work with clients on with your animal angels and stuff, it's always about let's get clear. What is in your heart? What's your dream? And, what's holding you back? And the fears create resistance. You might just feel it as resistance. Like, I just feel stuck. I feel stuck. But hidden under the stuckness is some sort of fear that's like holding you back. So it's time to be bold. It's time to, well, first of all, these fears go back to past stuff over and over. Somebody who told us that we're not good enough, or we've maybe gone after a dream before and we, tripped and fell on our face or something, and now we're afraid to go after it again. But that's what life is about, right? Moving forward, and we can't just live in a closet and stay stuck and not do anything because we're afraid. I mean, we can, but we're not going to succeed in life, right? If we stay stuck. So, if you're out there watching, and I'm live on my laptop, so sometimes it's harder to see what's going on here, as opposed to when I'm on my phone and I can see it a little bit better. But if you're watching the replay, leave a comment. Have you been holding back somehow? It's time to be bold and fearless. Let's try another one. Yeah, which kind of goes hand in hand. The hummingbird comes up a lot because it's about being in the moment, being here in the now. I've got a lot of hummingbirds right now coming to my feeder, and they're pausing in the moment, flapping 90 miles an hour, but but they're still in the moment. And it kind of goes back to that fear I just mentioned, that our fear can come from usually past experience. So when we're in the now, we have more of a tendency to let go of the past and not worry about the future. Um, and just be in the moment, be in the flow, be in the joy, feel the gratitude, and start putting one foot in front of the other, however that works. But being in the moment, it's always good advice from the hummingbird. So, okay, moving on. The koi fish. The koi fish says there's always enough. So, are you in a state of lack or scarcity? Maybe feeling like, if I move forward, there's not going to be enough. Maybe there's not going to be enough, money or whatever it is coming to you. Do you feel like it's going to take away from someone else? Um, there's always enough. So, getting into that abundance mindset is always so important when we're going after our dream, that there will be enough. There will be the abundance coming in to us. We will be supported in going after that dream. So we got our spider, our badger, our hummingbird, and now the koi. Knowing there's enough, I might do a little 8 card spread. So far, we have 4 messages. So all of them really right on point with just great messages for moving forward. You know, this year is almost half over already, getting back to getting older. Uh, anyway, half over, and we're going to be going into June, and next thing you know, it's going to be the holidays, Thanksgiving here in the US and Christmas, and um yeah, so time is flying. The mouse spirit says tend to the small things. It makes me think of lately in my house, I was looking around going, okay, I need to do some decluttering. So sometimes I talk about decluttering, which could just be little stuff, around, because clutter, just looking at it, kind of like takes up bandwidth in our mind and our heart, and it's not great energy. So, um, and sometimes I talk about, using sage. I was just in here using sage and Palo Santo. What little things can you do to kind of clear your space, to make things easier, to open up that energy and pathway to go after that dream? So that's an important message from Mouse Spirit. It makes me also think about a saying from the Dalai Lama. He said, if you think you can't make a difference, if you're too small to make a difference, try sleeping with a mosquito, right? Because a mosquito, even though tiny, is going to drive you crazy. So it goes to show even little things are important. So, do you need to clear the space? Do you need to take the little steps? If you're needing some sort of certification to do what you want to do, or application or something, it's time to take that step. I remember a few years ago, I got into chocolate making. It was just some fun, creative thing I dove into. Well, I needed to get my cottage food registration and do my food handling certification. Not a big deal, but sometimes we need to get these little things out of the way so we can do whatever it is we want to do, whatever we want to have fun with, whatever we want to, pursue. So let's see what comes up next. Ah, the skunk spirit. My dogs love chasing after skunks, and one of them needed a cleaning badly a couple of years ago. But this is about knowing your worth. This is all part of the puzzle, okay? Knowing your worth. We talked about this in the beginning when you're going after your dream. And when I was saying, you are a powerful spiritual being with dignity, direction, and purpose, period. I don't care who you are. So the skunk is saying, know your worth. um, that's going to help you out a lot. What's unique about you? And if you can't figure that out, then ask a friend, ask a friend, hey, what is it about me that's unique? What is it about me that's powerful? What is it about me that's creative, beautiful, whatever? Ask a good friend, because they're friends with you for a reason, right? They're gonna like you for some reasons, I'm sure. And if you can't see when you look in the mirror or journal on yourself and what you're about, if you can't see it, ask a good friend. Get their positive feedback around what it is they love about you. And, take some notes, write it down, put it on little pieces of paper, stick it in a box, and pull them out as a reminder. You might have a little box, a little trinket thing, a little vase, I have a vase here. This is like an antique head vase. And what I've done sometimes is I've put testimonials in here actually from clients about how they enjoyed working with me and things they loved about whatever helped them. So, you can write things down, put them on little pieces of paper, and pull them out every now and then and reread them as, to understand your value and your worth. So, that's one way to do it if you don't value yourself. It's one of those lessons in life. And as animal lovers, we have a tendency to have an awesome, um, intuition and ways that we help people. And you're a good soul, I can tell, just by being an animal lover. So, uh, let's see. I'm going to pull another one here. I'm going to do 8 today. This is the electric eel spirit. Bring your ideas to life. I mean, here we are with, the spider spirit talking about making your dreams real, and the eel saying, bring your ideas to life. What ideas do you have? And it's never what we should do, right? It's never what we think we should do. It's about, what makes your heart sing. And one of the things I'm good at is analyzing and putting pieces of the puzzle together. And so when people have come to me when they are stuck, lost, confused, or don't know what's going on with their animal or whatever, or their animal has messages for them, I like to solve that mystery. What's going on here? What's keeping you stuck? That's one of my, I forgot what book it's from, but they call it your zone of genius. What's your zone of genius? Bring your ideas to life. What were you born to do? It should create ease, joy, and flow, and not pain and misery, whatever it is. So, let's see. One more card, and then we'll have 8 all together. So we have the Bobcat here. Life is a mystery. And what I take from that is the need to go deeper, because the mystery, or when it seems like a mystery, is when we're spinning up here. We're going around and around in circles and in our head, and we're not in our heart. We're thinking, I don't know. I don't know. It's all a mystery. I can't figure it out. I'm feeling stuck and spinning my wheels, and the mystery gets solved when we go deep into our intuition. So it's time to go deep and get out of your head into your heart, clear that pathway, and feel into the direction that's right for you. So I hope that has helped you. And again, want to mention again, mastering animal communication to help you dive into your intuition. And my point and what's so great about it is when we get into animal intuition, mastering animal communication, when we get to our intuition through animal communication, we not only understand animals better, but they help us to understand ourselves and see the beauty in ourselves. Our animals love us, right? Unconditionally. They see the beauty that we don't see. And that's often what I tell people is, they want you to know such and such, and it's always something positive. They're never like, she was an awful person to me or anything like that. It's always positive. So animal communication is a beautiful thing, and it helps you to get out of your head and into your heart. And it's something you can always use as a modality as well. Um, Whether if you work with animals or interested in working with animals, it's a great adjunct to any kind of animal healing work. If you're using Reiki or something. So I invite you to sign up for that. If you have any questions, feel free to message me, um, or book a call. I have an Animal Angel Clarity call that you can find on my website, mustangmindset.com. Anyway, I hope to see you in the class, and it was so awesome sharing those messages. Again, if you're catching the replay, feel free to comment and share. And does this resonate with you? I'd love to know how this has resonated for you or with you. Anyway, thank you for tuning in. I hope you've been having a great long weekend here in the US. If you've been off, um, or if you're somewhere else in the world, I want to send you a virtual hug and thank you for being here, whether it's in my group on my YouTube channel or my animal journal, my animal empath journal on Substack. So join me there as well because I love to write intuitively. So thanks everyone for tuning in, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.